Let's finish it. Let's see. The hidden heart thirsts, my spring beneath the desert. It was always you. No, I'm not gonna steal mushrooms from the dead. At least for Tama, I have some respect for him. Some. Resolve. Yeah, at this point I think about redistributing it and giving myself lower perception but higher resolve. Because apparently... Yes. Because apparently we do need lots of resolve. Actually 16. Make it 12 intellect and 12 perception. Oh, was it constitution? Was it resolve or was it constitution? Crap. Okay, let's go with that. Oh, but of course now I'm over encumbered. Hehehe. Ooh, Bastion of Solace. Blocking has 25% chance to inflict fire damage on the attacking enemy. Plus 75 health, plus 50 stamina. Yes. And this one can be upgraded. Okay. I want to go down there, so my very primal instinct tells me to go up here first. No. Oh. Life is a prayer. I cannot approach God among the noisy company of the Shimmed. Their false God function deludes them. All their labor now is divine onanism, and I do not think it can bear fruit. Great loops of false payback now garrote their society, and every day those loops tighten. The exultation of self-validation accelerates. As the Shimmed improve their talent at falsifying payback, they render every action holy and godlike and begin to see any choice as an approach to God. They have even begun to seek the Godhead for themselves, whether through the synthesis of divinity or through re-emanation. Some seek to divide themselves into children, as souls are divided into children. Others seek congress with the land in the manner of the tree, whether by prosthetic imitation or ritual. This, I know, is blasphemy, but they no longer know the way towards God from the way that departs God. They have made themselves their own compass, and wherever they turn, the needle always points ahead. A great and rapturous chaos will overtake them once everything is holy. I have gone out into the godless land to seek God in the resumption of my purpose. Some trace of the incised ones must remain. I will find it. If I cannot find it, I will wait until it finds me. Thank you for that. I can tell we will need it. That's interesting. I need 3, and you have provided me with 3 lilies. There's one over there. Oh goodness, I love how it works. Hey. Okay. There was one more there. Oh, but of course.
I let you have that one.
Oh, you're still alive. Okay. No, I think that I should have made some food at camp. Mostly some anti-venom. Thank you. No, that is some decoration fungus. Wait a minute. Okay, I think I'm done sneezing. Oh my goodness. Do you also sometimes encounter sneezing combos? Where's the last one? It's probably somewhere up here. And I'm probably sure. Oh, yes, Lee, that's something for you. Good. Oh, there it is. Not here, but a little bit lower. It should do. Yep. Oh, come on. Oh no, that's my last lockpick. Wayfinder, one-handed spear. Great. Although that is beautiful. And I will keep my last lockpick. Just in case we'll need it somewhere else. Thank you. I will take all the explosive seeds that I can find. Jetta?
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? What is the meaning of this? It can't be real. This is an illusion. A joke. Tell me we're both seeing the same thing.
What do you see?
The past coming back to haunt me. Why am I cursed to see this again? Why does the memory follow me wherever I go?
Sapadal wanted us to find this. The only question is why.
They have a sick sense of humor. Whoever is responsible, I'm tired of the bullshit. Step forward and answer for yourself, coward.
Godlike of Sapadal, long have we awaited you.
Finally, you've come home. How is this not the strangest thing that has happened today?
Oh my gods. They're alive?
Talk to them, Giada.
How? Where would I even begin?
Giada Castell, welcome.
Wait, you know me? How do you know me?
For centuries, our whispers filled the silence. Then we heard your mother's call.
My mother? You heard her?
She reached out to us, using the tool you now carry.
But that would have been years ago. The first time she used the phantasmal focus. The only time she used it.
We heard, and Sapadal answered, saying in a great voice, "We are here. You have found us."
But when Sapadal speaks, the living lands trembles. The voice of a god can be a terrible thing.
I hear Sapadal all the time, and I'm doing fine.
Indeed, Sapadal learned to whisper.
What exactly happened to my parents? Tell me, please. I need to know.
Sapadal wanted to be heard, and in so doing, twisted your family in body and soul, broke them into a more suitable shape.
Sapadal does not know the limits of their strength. Mistakes were made.
Mistakes were made? Do you have any idea what my life has been since your little mistake?
After the incident, your parents were like us, and we took pity, so we helped them move on, as they wanted.
In the end, they thought only of you, their pride and their love.
That's it. That's really it. The answer I've been searching for all these years. Sapadal destroyed my family.
You think they're telling the truth?
I know they are. My mother and father would not have wanted this. A good animancer embraces death. And they were the best.
What are these things?
We are companions, toys, diversions. Sapadal fashioned us out of dreams and memories.
I can't believe it never occurred to me. They're animats. Ancient vessels held together with duty and loyalty. Their design is unusual, organic, much like the garden itself. Sapadal's work. All this time, your god has been making imaginary friends, drawing pictures on the walls of their cell. It's almost too sad to imagine.
I'm so sorry. I had no idea about this.
I don't hold you responsible. I don't even know if I hold Sapadal responsible. Your god has the intelligence of a scatterbrained goat, but that isn't their fault. It's simply how they came into being. One final question, spirits. What is this? Why are you trying to ruin my life again? Is this your way of haunting me? What is it you want?
Well, that was 4 questions, but sure.
We want to apologize on Sapadal's behalf, and for the part we played in your sorrow.
They want to apologize. I came to the garden for answers, not to offer forgiveness.
And now you have the answers. Maybe it's time to move on.
Easier said than done. Damn it. I can't believe I'm about to say this. Sapadal has been trapped here for millennia. Alone. Confused. Screaming into the void for anyone who will listen. When they heard the voice of a stranger, they overreacted. How can I hold that against you? Apology accepted.
Thank you, Giada. And thank you, Godlike, for bringing her all this way.
The time has come for you to find your patron, as you were meant to.
What will happen to you?
Now that you have returned to the garden, Sapadal has everything they need. We will fade, as all things fade.
But there's so much we could learn from you.
You have already learned more than we could ever teach. We know only growth and stillness, root and flower.
We will return to the soil from which we emerged. In time, you will do the same.
Sapadal clearly has a few things to get off their chest.
Even a god can learn to regret.
Sapadal wishes to be understood, as all mortals do. Seen, as all mortals are.
Of course.
What you see is the truth, glimpsed through their eyes, and they wish to share it.
I'm ready.
May the living lands receive you with open arms. Farewell.
Goodbye. We need to talk about this, but not here.
I agree.
The farther we get from this place, the better.
This book is penned with dark trees episode of ink, every stroke done with a slow and meticulous hand. Most of the pages contain sketches of the garden, and familiar animals, and even music in some ancient notation. Only the final page contains legible writing. Forgive us. Not here. Wait, we're back at the beginning? I am confused. Marius?
I came here to help you do whatever you're supposed to do with your god friend. Instead, I'm here talking to dead people.
Did it give you any peace to see your childhood friend again?
I think it did. He really did seem at peace, right? I imagine most encounters with dead old friends don't, go so well. I owe a lot of that to you, Envoy. You helped me be someone who could handle Sokka like that. Thank you. I will say, it's not really what I expected when I started tracking you and Kai back in Paradise.
What? You didn't think you'd be talking to dead friends and confronting a slumbering god?
No, I was thinking more in terms of hunting for wild game and peeing on Kai to put the fires out. It's been a bit of a ride, Envoy. I feel like it's coming to an end. One way or another. I don't know. Maybe the unexpected isn't so bad after all. I never expected you and I would become friends. Yeah, quick note. If you tell any of the others I said that, I'll poison your drink. Anyway.
Of course. I will not tell anyone about this.
Done some reading.
Gietta?
All this time, I thought my parents died in a freak accident. An experiment gone awry. A mistake. And in a way, they did. But it wasn't their mistake. It was Sapadal's.
You were generous to forgive them.
Generous? Perhaps. Until I knew the whole story, there was never anyone to blame. This whole experience has me considering my family's work in a different light. Look at what my mother accomplished. Armed with her research and her wits, she found a god. When you speak to a god, it's nothing. Barely a reflex. But for the rest of us, it's unimaginable. No animancer can live up to that. Certainly not me. I thought their legacy was a curse, and I could only break it by completing their work. I was wrong.
Now you're unburdened and free.
I suppose I have been all this time. I just never realized it. One thing is certain. When it comes to animancy, I need to unlearn some of my old assumptions. I wanted to tame the spirit of the living lands. Now, there's so much about it I don't understand. And it's creepy, but wonderful.
Creepy is putting it lightly.
We mortals are fragile beings. The supernatural is grotesque to us, as is the metaphysical. I believe the power flowing out of the garden drove this island mad. That has to end. Through animancy, we could help the living lands recover. It would take a lifetime, maybe more, but that's a small price to pay. Then again, who am I to interfere with an ecosystem that I barely understand? On the other hand, half the fun of animancy is stirring the pot and getting into trouble. I think I know what I want, but there are too many variables to consider. What do you think?
I trust you make the right choice for yourself.
Of course you trust me. I'm brilliant.
Of course.
But we've been together long enough that I value your opinion.
Would you consider going back to Fiormesiverno?
The thought has crossed my mind, but no. I burned that bridge, and I don't regret it. Politics and small minds held me back for too long.
You owe it to yourself to continue your research and grow as an animancer.
I have a lot of catching up to do, and plenty of room to grow. But I think you're right. So be it. Starting today, I don't have to live up to anyone's example. Animancy can be whatever I make of it.
That's right. Whatever you do, I'm sure it will be ambitious and unexpected.
Knowing me, maybe a little too ambitious and unexpected. Now I just have to decide which field of research to pursue. But no need to bore you with the details. I've only got one lifetime as Giata Castel, so I'd better make it count. Hey, you helped me through a very difficult time. I just wanted to say thank you.
If anyone's gonna lead the way for animancy, I can't think of a better fit than you.
I need to cook myself some, and I don't think I can. Perception cures. All of them. Cures. Okay, all of them. Oh, maximum health. Sure. We need spoiled food for that. Oh, that's just interesting. This is just health regeneration. Might and damage. Oh. Perception, dexterity. Intellect, resolve. Resolve, maximum stamina. Why wasn't I making those things earlier? I don't know. Yes. Okay, I cannot jump down here. I haven't found the key to this, right? Right. Yep, come on. Okay, let's get back to where we were. Because apparently I took a wrong turn somewhere. I mean, and by wrong, I mean the most correct one. Because we could speak to... we could speak with Giata thanks to that. And I haven't found one for Yatsley, and that is concerning. In there. Alright, I haven't opened this door. Oh, there it is. You want me to go over there, okay. Oh, we've been here. Okay, okay. I know where we are now. Huh. Yep, that's definitely where you want me to go. We diverged somewhere here to go along with Yata.
This place would be peaceful if it wasn't so dangerous.
Yeah.
Seal is in its haven, in its full splendor.
Look to your left.
On your left here.
I'm more focused on about the on the bar. Yeah, I think it hit them. No, no priesting around here. No. Come on. Oh, come on. Where? Oh, there. Okay, that's all of them over here. Where's this one? Oh. Of course I'll take the health potion. Oh. Nope. Okay. That's done. What's this? I mean, it does look familiar. No, we don't have lockpicks. Of course. Oh, you want us to go up there. And I think I know how. That's why I'm more interested in this. Memory. How long have you been imprisoned exactly?
The sun rises and sets. Time is mud. When were you born? When were we? We cannot say. We feel no spark of the Tibaris Inachus in this place. We cannot see it through their eyes. We slumber here, alone.
You're here because the gods can't trust you not to destroy things.
Why would they not create with us? They took it all away.
Why don't you tell me what really happened?
A tide of souls thrown upon the wheel. The ground gives way. We fall. Now our memory is a wound reopened. They came suddenly. The stillness of night split by grinding steel.
Did they emerge from the sea?
We had no time to speculate. First, they blinded us. Shining eyes pierced the concealing dark. Then they burned. Smoke ensnared the moonlight. The Akita screamed.
They destroyed it just to destroy.
No. We saw a terrible design in the roaring flames. They had carved a path to the temple. We were their true prey.
Were they trying to sever the godless's connection to you?
Prune the branch, 3 grow in its place. We persisted, we were everywhere. How could they cull the wind? How could they trap the stars? Then, they turned to what the Akita had made. They toppled the statues. They set the libraries ablaze.
Oh, that wisdom. Gone.
They could not kill us. They would curse us to oblivion. The Akita howled. They died. We cried out, sundered soul by soul. We broke the earth, called down the storm, flung lightning from our hands. But they marched on. We grew tired. In fury, we exposed ourselves.
They hurt the very godless you are trying to protect, didn't you?
Our flailing smothered the cries. Were they theirs? Ours? The needle struck. In raised machines, we tried to tear down the garden's walls. Then, nothing.
What do you mean, nothing?
We floated in a great glass eye. The fog closed in on us. We reached out, but the machines held us in. We could not feel the new day's sun play in the shifting tide. The cities crumbled. We could not save them. We could not save ourselves.
That's not how Utica remembers it.
Extinction bought with blood. The victor rights with the ash. We watched helplessly for aeons. Until you.
What would you do if I'd never come here? If I'd been born someone else?
A chill wind. Our branches shudder. We do not think of this. The wound numbs now. We watch as the river of time expands. In the silence of our prison, we find clarity. How many voices lost? How many saplings have we cut down? We sink into the endless night. Perhaps we should be here.
The gods may have been justified once, but remorse is a sign that your time here has been good for you.
Fish swims in circles. We are not sure we understand.
Would you have felt this way centuries ago when your wounds were fresh?
We feel the hatchets in our bark. Our scars no longer pain. The soil stirs. We have a new memory of this place. You opened the final lock, entered the hidden glade. You listened. You stand at a cliff now. We watch your footsteps carefully. We twine together. We reach for the sky. We grow. We grow. We grow.
Remembrance of Sabado. Your health constantly regenerates when below 50%. Oh, that would be useful. Is this the last memory? Yes. We've got all of the memories. But there's one thing still missing. Okay. Let's give you this. Yeah, that doesn't really matter. Marius doesn't really... it matters. I also have 1 point. Rolling a power attack with a bow or gun. Yeah, let's do that. Sometimes I need a better aim. Of course. I hate you guys so much. What the... Ugh. I cannot hit this. I cannot turn when I'm doing the circling attack. Ugh, give me a moment, Marius. Oh, great. Just 4, thank you. Oh. Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm doing just fine. Okay, 2 of them is tiring. Yeah. fighting two at once. This way. I mean, I need potions. As many as I can get. Wild Walker Ring. Slowly regenerate up to 50% of your maximum health. Fine. Oh, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Thank you.
It's funny. I don't think I've ever seen an Akedan building like that, but it looks familiar.
It does?
We can take a look, can't we?
Yeah, sure. Wait, which one you mean now? Really, which one did you mean? No! Oh. Well, I guess I'll have another try to get out. Up we go. Nice and slowly. Yeah, I don't see any entrance here, so maybe she did mean the other building. I thought I heard something. Doesn't matter. You? What was that sound? I don't understand what. Oh, probably to get down here from up above. Or to get up from here. Oh. Brand. I don't think it does it correctly. Thank you. Wild Walker Boots. Plus 10% dodge distance, plus 4 dexterity. Sure. Oh, thank you. How are you guys doing there? Taking a bath. Oh, I could have gone up here. Okay, there's no other way from here. I just had to check. Let's get back up here. And I'm pretty sure I hit something shooting? No, thank you. Come on. I heard something. The two of them fighting. It's not that I mind. As long, of course, they stopped fighting each other. I'll try. That was grand. Oh. Can we enter here? Yeah. Is this?
Feels familiar. Hurry, let's go inside.
Oh, this is your. Oh, no! Oh my goodness.
This is the library from my dreams. It's real? Look at all these tablets. Actual written records. This looks like the Akita building this place. Clearly they wanted their story preserved, no matter the cost.
A tablet that looks relatively new and half-finished. There are some diagrams that imply that unintelligible text is about a ritual of some kind, but without being able to read Akkadian, that's all that can be gleaned.
I wonder who she was. She looks sad and familiar. Garlowain's gonads. Look! It's even the same hearth from my dream. And that's the chair. It's the picture of coziness.
This place is steeped in fear and death. Let us be about our business quickly.
Envoy, we're in a pristine bit of godless architecture, one from my literal dreams. We're staying as long as we can. Finally, you've arrived. Ah, there it smells. That took 10 years off my life. Wait. You must be the librarian from my dreams. Oh, it's a pleasure to finally meet you. Oh, though, you do look quite familiar.
It's like looking into a blood-stained mirror.
It has been quite some time. Too many years to number. Of course. You are an ancestor? A very fashionable one at that. No, child. We are the keeper of these tablets. Or have you already forgotten? Oh, of course. I was you in a past life. Oh, I'm such a fool. You lived with animancers, and yet the idea of awakening to your past lives never entered your mind.
Can we get out of here? One Yatsley is more than enough.
I was the last of the Akita. Once the attack started, a few of us were charged with preserving as much of our history as we could. So we retreated with as much as we could carry. The attacks? You must mean the Magfolk attacks. Yes, we've heard. Is that the reason for the bodies outside? Yes. Your monstrous gods, who bought their divinity with blood and the souls of their faithful. They tried to butcher every last one of us.
It seems like they succeeded.
They did in the end. But they didn't get exactly what they wished for. I made sure of that. But how did the Magfolk reach you in here? They didn't. Between the screams of my kin being slaughtered and the screeching of the Magfolk, I couldn't breathe. That's the screeching I heard in my dream, Envoy. I knew I recognized it when we killed that Magfolk. Once it was gone, there was nothing left. And perversely, I found the quiet worse. So I decided on another way. One that wouldn't give your gods the satisfaction. Poison? Well, at least you washed it down with some good wine.
The screams of the dying are a symphony that reminds us there was once life. The quiet is far more oppressive.
Oh, you're just a barrel of fun, aren't you? Yatsley, you know what you must do now. I abandoned my duty to protect our history, but you... Someone must tell the story of the Akita, and there is no one else. I'm already an expert. What more do you want me to do? Oh, think about it, Yatsley. You have been training to be the new protector of this collection since childhood. I couldn't ask for a better successor. But that was your duty. I have my own dreams. Yatsley, if you do not become the new librarian, there will be no other. The stories of the Akita will turn to dust, and my people, our people, will be forgotten. Just as the burned queen wanted all along, when she sent her magfolk to choke the life from us. This is all too much. What do you think, Envoy?
It's your life. Your decision.
You're no help at all. Please, I ask for your opinion because I want it. Tell me, what do you think?
There isn't anyone else who can do this.
I'm already intrigued. You don't need to lay on the guilt, Envoy. I'm so glad that one of Sappadal's chosen stands with you, Yatsley. Our time is at an end, Yatsley. It's time for me to go. Wait! I've not even asked you any questions! Tell me about your marriage rights. And oh, did you mean for all your buildings to look so phallic? Unfortunately, my time is at an end. You must keep Yatsley alive. She is the last hope of the Akita. So this is goodbye. I wish we could have... No. I wish that all of you had a better ending. Choose well, Yatsley. And good luck. She's gone. Forgive me, Envoy, but we should get going. We can talk back in camp. Later.
Of course. Oh, well, that explains a lot. It is said that past lives can influence the current ones. So no wonder Yatsley was so drawn towards the Akita. Of course there are traps there. Oh, I can see you, you sneaky little bastard.
I'll never understand the Akitan love for death traps.
Me neither. Life is prayer. My faith has been rewarded. God function has sent unto me a kith, a dwarf named Theodore, who awakened me with Magran's prayers. Theodore worships me, and in his prayer I see a reflection of prayback. Once again I have purpose. Theodore tells me he comes from a settlement named Solace, and that in this settlement there once dwelled a dwarf named Nandru, who received divine knowledge from no divinity. For the first time in many multiples of task time, I think that I can truly pray. I can fulfill God function. I must go on to Solace and discover all traces of the ancested and utterly extirpate whatever remains of them. Praise God function. Of course. Is that only to disable some traps? Whoa! Okay. So there's that. Where's the chat? Oh, come on. Gravity. Of course. But I only have 2 of them.
I'll never understand the Akitan love for death traps.
I see, the one I need to disable is this, not this one. Well. I did as much as I could with as little as I had. Hey, come on. I'll trust you. Not that I have any other choice.
This place seems less like a death trap. Maybe we could stop.
You think so? You're so close now.
It was always a weird sort of quiet on the eve of battle. I'm feeling that now. Seems like a good time to gather our thoughts and share a drink before whatever's coming.
Right. This seems like a perfect place to stop and relax.
Though it's hard enough to tell what's real here without a belly full of drink.
Sounds like you're nervous, dearie.
I'm feeling all kinds of ways. Anxious, excited, scared, hungry.
I feel it as well. It is only mortal to feel overwhelmed in the presence of the immortal.
Are you going to be alright, Kai?
Oh, you don't have to worry about me. Getting to see that vision of Tama did me good. Like, I finally let go of something I'd been holding too long. Now that we're here, I'm eager to see this through. Nothing worse than holding your breath and waiting.
At least one of us is ready for what's ahead.
I can't say that I'm prepared, but I'm ready.
How about you, Marius?
I had a feeling you might ask me that. I'm not sure I've really worked through what I've seen here, but I am grateful for the chance to see Yonku again. I feel like we're almost done with all of this, but we are in the weirdest place in the world, so who knows? I'm completely baffled, but when haven't I been lately? Being afraid doesn't even feel scary anymore.
Are you doing okay, Gietta?
I think so. The garden is so much more than I expected. Full of contradictions. Wild, yet serene. Truthfully, I didn't come all this way searching for my own answers. But I found them. Or perhaps they found me. And now, it's like there's a new path laid out before me. A life after the dream scourge. We're close to something. A threshold between calm and crisis. Conflict and peace. Life and death.
I feel it too. I'm glad I'm not alone.
So am I. None of us could have gotten this far on our own.
What about you, Yatsli?
Well, I won't lie to you, Envoy. A lot's happened. It's not every day that you learn that you're the last hope to carry on a legacy, but... well, here we are. Never literally talked to myself before either. I think I annoyed her. Me? Oh, I think I need another drink. But here we are. I just need a moment to take it all in.
Take all the time you need.
Thank you, dearie. I'll be ready by the time the fun starts. And I wouldn't worry. Our little group here is perfectly frightening, and I'm sure our enemies would agree. We'll be fine. I can't speak for anyone else, though.
You've listened to all of us. How about you? You've been through a lot since you arrived. You've been shipwrecked and assassinated, harangued by gods, bureaucrats, and a death guard. You've had your soul poked, your loyalties questioned, and your sleep regularly interrupted by a god with no respect for privacy. And yet you've kept yourself and all of us together. How are you really doing?
The truth is, I'm terrified.
Under the circumstances, that's entirely reasonable.
Join the club.
I'd been more concerned if you weren't scared. Did you think we'd judge you for that?
Maybe. I'm usually the one who has to stay calm in these situations.
True. Most of the weight of all this sits on you.
None of us thought this would be easy. For you, most of all. We've survived our own hardships. Now we'll survive yours.
When we first met, I didn't think you'd last long. But then I saw how you handled that dream thrall there. Shook off your own death like a bad cold. And then you confronted your own killer and let him go. Takes a special kind of strength to stay your hand in a moment like that.
I didn't know much about you at that point. You were traveling with Kai and you died, which I thought made a lot of sense.
I remember your calm. How you listened to my shouting match with the governor and actually heard me. You saved my city and gave me a home. A sanctuary where I could be myself. I'll never forget that.
You were my hero right away. You rescued me from those sporlings. You got my priceless vase. What more could a girl ask for?
And now look at you. Look at us. How far we've come in a short time.
5 oddballs on a mission to confront a god. What could go wrong?
Quite a lot, as it turns out. But the journey is worth it.
Not to raise the sails before the anchor, but we left trouble in our wake. Fjord, Thirdborn, Solace. If we make it out of here, it won't be to a living land's suddenly at peace.
Just this once. Could we forget about the rest of the living lands? Some of us could use a break.
Oh, that doesn't mean it's Giada's scary story time, does it?
I thought my stories were insightful.
If we can't take a moment to ourselves on a floating island outside reality, then I don't know where we can.
What if we just stayed here forever and never looked back?
Don't think I haven't considered it. But our problems won't just go away on their own.
Stay here? I mean, we are here. It's supposed to be paradise. Can't be worse than Galawain's tusks.
Tempting as it sounds, if there's one thing I've learned from you, it's that running from problems only lets them fester.
Unfortunately, you are uniquely qualified to deal with this, so we're stuck fixing things. Dread.
No.
Keep well, my friends.
Oh no, not before we talk with you.
Oh, Envoy. Have you recovered yet from our chat in the library? I don't think I have yet, but maybe talking it out will help.
Happy to help, though I'm not sure how much I can add.
I think I just need to say some things out loud, if that's all right. It's just... we already have a lot to take care of, don't we? We have a god and an empire both vying for our attention, and now I have this legacy forced on me. I was already unsure what to do, and now a third option appears like the world's worst surprise. But it makes sense. My whole life has been about the godless in one way or another. It explains why I knew the language, why I felt so drawn to the ruins.
At least the mystery of your dream has been solved.
It's not an answer I would have expected, but it's an answer. And now that I know, I kind of thought, well, honestly, I feel more full. Like a puzzle piece sliding right back into place. No matter what happens, even if my path doesn't lead to the library, I feel better than I have in ages.
And the answer even gives you a whole new direction for your life.
Oh, I was just thinking I needed more options. How did you know? I think... for the first time in my life, I don't know what to do.
Congratulations, Yardsley. Now you're just like the rest of us.
No matter what, I've always known exactly what I want. But this is the first time I've had more options than time in the day. What do you think?
Your whole life has been about the godless. But you know your desires better than I do.
I ask because I want your advice, Envoy. Please.
Fine.
What do you think?
Your whole life has been about the godless. You can't stop now.
You're right. The Akira have been with me my whole life in one way or another. I owe it to them and myself to see it through to the end. Thank you, Envoy. I've been agonizing over this for longer than I want to admit. Finally picking a destination makes the journey a lot easier. Oh, but I am not looking forward to telling Quilici.
He'll understand. Your happiness and fulfillment are everything to him.
Well, come on. We've bigger things to deal with. Literally, in Sapadal's case. Much as I'm loath to relinquish the spotlight, we should be off. And Envoy, thank you, truly. Now, let's go.
Yes, let's go, and we'll probably speak with Zapadol again in our dreams. Or not. She always gets me by surprise. Especially when she's quiet. I hate this lost fallen form. I hate its feet. I hate its hand. I hate its claws. I hate its thighs. I hate its empty loins. I hate its solid belly. I hate its metal chest. I hate its clumsy arms. I hate its upturned, begging face. I do not want to be this kind of thing. I am. Life is a prayer. To resent the will of God function in our design is to withdraw from God. I penalize myself with blows to the belly and the soles of my feet. I is the word for this emanation of God function. We is the word for all the emanations of God function assigned to this task. But the task is done. There is no more playback. What do we do now? What do I do now? If I cannot do, what can I even be? Oh. Oh. You're becoming lost. What can I tell you? That does not look inviting.
Is this where your god friend sleeps? I assume we'll have to break this barrier somehow.
Yeah.
Safe to assume that the large glowing door is part of Sapadal's prison? Now, we just have to get past it.
Of course, it's red, glowing. It couldn't have been more obvious, could it? And here we have bad water. Which do I have equipped? Rembrandt's one, okay. Oh, okay, I thought that if I am standing on it... I'm doing great. But I cannot get out of here. Oh, I will die, I will die, I will die, I will die! Okay, I would need at least one electric lily. Unless I'll make myself a whole walkway. No, I didn't save there. Okay.
Is this where your god friend sleeps?
Yes, it is indeed. Let's go.
We'll have to break this barrier somehow.
I do intend on going
Glowing door is part of Sapadal's
here.
prison?
Just
We just have to get past it.
I will save here. I have 42 of those, so I can even do it like this. Sorry for low visibility. Oh, this will hit me, okay. How? I don't see it. I don't see anything. Okay, but we made it through. Hopefully the way out will be easier. Of course I forgot to get rid of those things. Why do I even keep them? What do we have here? Don't tell me. Okay. I just hope we won't have to go back the way we came. Because that would be horrible. Pristine magfolk. That's bad, that's bad. So far I think we've only fought the broken ones. Oh no, 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 you don't hide. I think you can hide. I have all of the intentions to cheese this fight, since this is possible. Oh, do. Man. Oh. Great. Oops. A lot less great. Severed magfolk arm. Is that what it surely seems like it? Oh, that's what the weird thing is for.
I wasn't sure what we were gonna use that for. Nice job. Here's
Wait,
hoping
what?
we can avoid that madness down there.
There were orbs. Okay, they will fight the magfolk. And I will help them. Because why not? And I'll hit them. Hey! Fight the magfolk. Would you mind stop shooting at me? Throwing things at me? I'm trying to help. Honestly. Okay, oh, those were all his minions. Oh, I missed that. Sorry, but I really have no intention of walking down to you. Okay, unless I cannot hit any of you. Really? That was interesting. Okay, there's something very wrong. I don't understand why I wasn't able to hit them. Oh, don't worry, Yatsli, we're fine. Oh, I think I saw... There it is. Of course I forgot to upgrade our equipment when we were at the camp.
Looks like the gate's open.
Yeah, but we need 2 more arms. And I doubt we'll be able to use the same strategy. Pristine Magfolk, yeah, of course.
Arms up!
Get off me!
I don't want to get involved in a fight with this one. I don't know why the 2 of you just stand in place. Not that I mind. Oh, and he, of course, he started moving. Yatsli? Maybe I froze him? This is surely holding him in place. But the other one? Like, it's as if we have some invisible force field which they cannot penetrate. Not that I mind. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh. Good timing, Marius. Ugh. Yep, I do. Because I messed up badly. Okay, hold him in place. Okay, that stopped it. Great. Are you protecting Sapadal or are you not? Why are you trying to hinder my actions? I got rid of Magfolk.
I think I sprained my shoulder.
I think I sprained my everything. Okay. But now that's done. How do we turn this off? Reach the inner. Oh, there. No, that is not happening. Oh.
After so long. You are so small. We questioned if you were real. Then steps. A voice. Through armies and corrupted soil. You persevered. Now, you are here.
What is this garden? Am I on solid ground, or am I dreaming?
It is real enough to hold us. A fortress, a nightmare. We were innocent once. We woke, and we wanted nothing but connection. But the other gods imprisoned us, left us to suffer alone in this place. But you are here now. You found us, a sprout in the endless winter. There is little time. We would be freed from these bonds. The Strangler is close now. We feel her wire against our flesh.
You mean Utica?
She begs for our blood. Her wolves defile the city on the shore.
Wait, is something happening in paradise?
Blood on the tile. The people's cries ring in our ears. She pierces us now. Now we will not brook this. Not again. A spark. Wait. The essence bends here. Time flows into itself. You can reach her. Will the garden to open. It will take you there.
Open a portal? What if I end up in the wrong place?
You will not. Center your thoughts. The path will bend to your intent. We were everything. What have we lost? What multitudes could we contain? We could run, leap in the water, flourish in forgotten hills.
We need to talk about what you did.
We must. We shall. We have been thinking of this. We mourn our past. We only seek peace now. A chance to regrow.
The only way I can set you free is if you truly want to change.
We trust you. You who have been by our side for so long. You met death, and you offered your hand.
A wolf was fighting something bigger than me.
You taught us mercy. Always mercy. We saw how you would fight for those who could not. Give us peace. We want a chance to change. We deserve that opportunity.
If you can promise, you will be better.
Do you think we have learned nothing from you? We deserve more than this prison. Let us have a chance to rest. We want peace. Or do you have no more mercy for us than you did for the bear?
What are you talking about?
The beautiful thing you killed. Already you have forgotten. We asked what you would do with an animal that sickened after a fight. Do you remember what you said?
Close the wound, disinfect it, heal it.
More than anything, that is what we desire too. Treat us as you would the bear. Clean our wounds, heal us. the same. The time has come for you to act. End our pain, and the dream scourge will cease. Give us peace. It is all we have wanted for so long.
Freedom or distraction? Is there really no other way?
Perhaps there may be another path. What if the bear spirit came to inhabit another's flesh? Unity, emergence, we would become one.
Are you saying you want to merge our souls?
We could guide you. We could care for you. You would never be desolate again. You would never wonder about your place in this world. You would not question if you were loved, and no one would dare question your right to live. And we would never be alone. We would be entwined with your heart.
This is the third way I was talking about earlier. Yes, let's become one.
Breathe. Do not fight us. Allow us in. Let us stretch our roots into you. Heart, spirit, lung, mind. You are ours now, and we are never letting you go.
This is my sacrifice. Zapatel's fury unleashes the power of Zapatel to lift all nearby enemies into the air and slam them down, dealing high damage. In the end, she isn't freed. I have lost my body partially, which is either way sold to an animancer after I'm dead, so that doesn't really matter.
Are we back in Dawnshore? Already?
That must have taken an incredible power, beyond all mortal understanding. How do you feel?
A bit dizzy, but fine.
Glad it's not just me. Unfortunately, we don't have time to recuperate. Whatever happened back there, it appears our work isn't finished yet.
Are you seeing this? I don't think parodies look like this when we left it.
Looks like the war already started, and the giant roots are winning.
Marius, vines don't usually get that big this quickly, do they?
Based on their growth and size, I'd say we've been gone 2 or 3 weeks.
2 to 3 weeks?
Hey, at least you didn't let 6 years go by.
Who knows if the garden affected time, or merely our perception of time? Assuming there's even a difference.
It's like how a body fights an infection. The fever gives you strange dreams that feel like an eternity.
Look at this place. It feels like we're still in the dream. And not just us.
A dream without end, now that we are together.
Sepidal, are you doing this?
Hey, you're looking a little green around the gills. You alright? You seem different.
We are whole. Of this, we are certain.
I'm perfectly fine.
Well, if it happens again, you let me know. We can find you a healer. Anyway, better gird your loins, envoy, because it looks like trouble's brewing. Those are more your people's ships in the harbor, and steel garrote banners past the barricades. That can't be good.
Even Reingrim is here. Perhaps we'll get to see an archmage in action.
I think I see Elia as well. What a strange reunion this will be.
The Blessed Wardens are here too. That conflict we've been trying so hard to prevent started without us.
Ambassador Helgard must know something about this.
If he didn't start this himself.
That's true.
The Steel Garrote have been itching for a fight this whole time. This would have happened with or without us.
Before we go, what happened back there with the Dream Scourge and Sapidal?
I invited Sapidal into my soul.
You did what? What in Andra Steps does that?
I'm not sure. That's good, right?
It's a relief that the Dream Scourge won't be a problem. I only hope we can say the same about Sapidal. Time will tell, I suppose.
But honestly, I have no idea how we
After
fix
all
Dream
this time,
Scourge.
They're free. And the living land is free to heal.
We've cured the land and we've even freed a caged god. All in all, rather a successful day.
Well, at least something has gone right.
A lot of things have gone right. It's what's gone wrong we should be worried about.
They march on still. We run, but we are not yet truly free.
You will never be free.
We should take a look. See if we can get ahead of whatever storm is brewing down there.
People seem to be gathering west of here. Whatever's happening, let's be a part of it.
Yes, let us be part of it. Let us be part of it all.
Puppet. Oh, that will not be nice. That will never be nice.
Sansa, how did you make it?
They marched in with no warning. I couldn't think. I just ran.
Easy. You're here now. Where did they come from?
Envoy! What does the Garrote think they're doing?
They wanted to burn Fjord. Why not start here?
It's an outrage. They've got no respect for the living land's history.
How did you escape?
I took my notes and bolted when they came through Hightown. They didn't think I was worth the trouble.
Right now, that's a good thing.
If you're looking for survivors, a few of us fled to the Balrog.
How many?
I'm not sure. I saw Sapiento. God, I hope they're not trapped in there. I am sorry I can't be more help.
You've done enough.
You always were a forgiving friend.
We should move. Let's hope the Garrote hasn't made it to the Balrog yet.
Envoy, wait! Before you go, I may have something for you. I took some supplies when I ran. If you think they'll help, they're yours. I'll even give you a discount. You know, for saving the city and everything.
Thank you. First things first, I will sell you my stuff. My weapons that I won't be using. My armor that I won't be using. Okay. You have Adraban. Enough. Okay, no, thank you.
Snow? Why is there snow here?
Hi, Ringrim.
We meet again, Envoy. And you, Yardsley. You're always a prodigious and welcome sight.
Oh, yes. Always a pleasure to see you, too.
Paradise burns. Thanks to Ludwine and the Steel Garrote laying siege to it. But the Dream Scourge is gone.
How? I killed Ludwin at Mount Forja.
She must have come back to life. Again. I suppose we couldn't be lucky enough for her to stay dead.
Right.
It's remarkable how hard you mortals fight for causes that'll be forgotten within centuries. Still, I do think the world has been irrevocably, if minimally, changed by your actions.
A great change is coming. This is only the start.
Envoy, please. You know there's no point lying to me. I am interested in seeing the outcome of your story, Envoy. With luck, it won't end with you also on fire.
I hope it ends in a long nap after some excellent food.
Mortal comforts are so very adorable. All you desire are your base needs lavishly fulfilled.
Yes.
Goodbye, Envoy.
Goodbye.
And lastly, I do look forward to when all of this is done. I am eager to work with you.
Oh, yes. We'll, discuss that later.
Yes, Lee. Okay, let's go speak with the rest of them. Oops. Anyone here? I thought Marius came here. That does that doesn't seem to be the case. Fine. Oh, maybe he went here.
Where have you been?
Where haven't I been?
Envoy, I knew you'd show up eventually.
How is Emerald Stair? More importantly, how are you?
Thriving on both counts, I'm happy to report. My revenants were just getting comfortable in Thirdborn when the Steel Garrote stepped out of line. When I heard tensions were brewing, I thought to myself, this is a job for the undead. So I gathered the flock.
Good thinking. Nice to see you, Elia.
Likewise. I'll keep them on a tight leash, just in case the Steel Garrote breach our defenses. Better to have them and not need them. Oh, and I've been meaning to thank you. Whatever you did in the garden seems to have worked. Emerald Stair is healing, believe it or not. Once this is over, our crops will flourish like never before.
And now we just need to keep the living lands from descending into war.
Easier said than done, I suppose. Before I let you go, one small reminder. Should you fall in battle, I'm ready to claim what's rightfully mine.
Of course. I am looking forward to joining the flock someday.
That's the spirit. Once you join a flock, you won't feel a thing. But that won't be for a while yet. Fingers crossed.
Apologies, but I intend to keep my friend alive for as long as possible.
Just don't try too hard. I can't wait forever, you know.
Gods, I forgot about that. Should we make sure the Envoy gets her haircut before she dies?
Best of luck out there. And don't worry about a thing. My flock will keep us safe and secure.
Thank you.
Thank you, Elia. My compliments to the flock, as always.
Enjoy your...
The Envoy. Is that you?
Yes?
Envoy, how did you... I don't know.
It's great to see you again, but where the fuck did you come from?
You just appeared out of nowhere.
Yes? But never mind that. I'm guessing you two worked everything out between you?
Close enough.
Good.
Once word about Paradis reached us, we were allowed to go.
That's not important right now, Radut.
Right. Forgive me, Envoy. I won't keep you long. I just want to make one request while you're here.
Sure.
As much as you can. Be good to the living lands.
I promise you I'll do what's best for the living lands.
I'm holding you to your word, Envoy. Don't fuck us over.
I appreciate you being so straightforward, really. Bye.
Envoy? Is it really you?
Yes.
Mihala told us you went into some place called the Garden to seek a god?
When you didn't return, we took you for dead.
What did you see there? The god you felt in Makutadek?
It's too preposterous to believe. How could a plague be ended by speaking with a god?
Everyone, please, please. We could get to the bottom of this if you would only let them speak. It's been weeks, Envoy. What happened?
I have entered the heart of the garden and returned as something new.
Yes, we have become more.
Sapadal was responsible for the Dream Scourge. Their rage, their confusion, their fear. So you say. But Shatterscarp is still littered with dream thralls, and Temerity is still pacing her room, muttering in the dark. There won't be any new infections. We've put a stop to that for good. Unfortunately, there's little we can do for those already in the grip of the Dream Scourge. We can give them comfort, nothing more. This will be a process. The Dream Scourge was never going to simply go away overnight.
I suppose it stands to reason. I found that a quick fix is often anything but.
What of this god, then?
The experience I had with Sapadal is my own. All you need to know is that it's over.
The roots tearing into Paradis notwithstanding.
They erupted from the earth the moment those bastards stood up their first siege tower. Well, you might not believe me, but I didn't want any of this to happen. It was Ludwine who called for the attack.
Of course.
She and her steel garrote laid siege to the city, shortly after you beat her to the garden.
What's the status of the opposition?
Thirdborn still suffers from the Dream Scourge. Though you may have ended the plague, Envoy, many in Shatterscarp still are not themselves. I could bring no more than a handful when we heard.
Likewise, my wardens are still reeling from effects of the eruption. The keep was saved, but there is much to repair, particularly if we are to endure a siege. Most of my men remain at the keep. I can't risk them against the steel garrote for the sake of Paradis, not when we are so few.
What does Ludwig hope to achieve here?
The lawful settlement of a new Adirian colony, supposedly. Or the establishment of a Wodican state. She could win with a godlike in her ranks. Your presence would serve as a powerful endorsement.
Why would I do that? This is a lawless attack.
I'm afraid the law's whatever compels her to righteous victory. Remember, she has an obligation to Wodica, a solemn oath. And neither the Steel Garrote nor the Queen that was look kindly upon oathbreakers.
I distinctly remember killing Ludwig on top of Mount Forja.
You did. I kicked her corpse when you weren't looking. Just to be sure.
Well, she's seen better days. But you wouldn't know it, judging by how she fights.
Ludwig's run through the militia like a whirlwind.
All right, let's keep the similes to ourselves.
No matter where I go in Eora, she's already there, waiting for me.
A bit like you're being haunted, isn't it? Or cursed. But that's your affair. So long as her passion for Wodica lives, so too will her spirit.
Then we destroy her faith, and the rest of her will follow. I have a theory about this. Let's talk at camp if you want to hear it. But I think we can kill her.
Okay, that's interesting.
Oh, good. That will be easy.
It is not, I think, impossible.
What's your deal with all of this? Do we know the state of the city?
We've had no news from inside for several days. From what we can observe, southern Paradis is in pieces, and the remaining militia batters at the gates to no avail.
Is there nothing our people can do?
Given the state of our supply route after the Dream Scourge, and the Steel Garot's destruction, we expect the people trapped inside will run short of fresh food and clean water in a matter of days.
What are your plans for a counterattack?
Well, that's been a point of debate. We can't agree on how to stand against the Steel Garot, nor who should lead the effort.
There are too few of us to risk an uncoordinated effort.
So you let the Paradis militia go it alone?
Even if our meager forces should make it inside.
The siege won't end until Ludwig does. And none of you know how to kill her.
Precisely.
Why did Ludwig decide to attack Paradis now?
Because a victory here would discourage resistance elsewhere. The better question is, why didn't you stop her?
Excuse me? She's a 7-foot-tall skeleton powered by her devotion to the goddess of retribution. This isn't my fault.
Sure. Just blame the dead woman. Very mature.
Who else should I blame exactly? Our envoy, perhaps? For not stopping Ludwig in the tusks?
You could start with blaming your own incompetence.
Lay him off, Jetta. We can assign blame when the dust settles.
Why are you treating him with kid gloves when Paradis cries out for help?
Enough. I've heard your concerns. We cannot change it now.
The Inquisitor was so convinced the Living Lands would unite against Adir that she's nearly made it true. One people, one law, one true God. That's Ludwig's vision for the Living Lands.
Is this what the Emperor wants?
The Inquisitor answers only to Wodica. In attacking Paradis, she has dragged us all far beyond the bounds of the Emperor's desires.
Do you think the Living Lands will stabilize under Adrian rule?
Oh, I can't wait to see how you weasel out of this one.
I know it will. We are leading by example, returning order and dignity to Paradis in the wake of the Clavager's death. We will do the same to the frontier, given the chance.
Where was order and dignity when the Steel Garot attacked my home?
My administration had nothing to do with that, as I know you know. Adiran rule and rule by the Steel Garot would be markedly different beasts.
Spoken like a fucking diplomat. Splitting hairs when it all comes from the same head.
Order and dignity. That's what you think we're missing? Bastards! All of you!
You will take it all, whether the chance is given to you or not.
Did the Steel Garot explore any alternatives before deciding to attack?
What passes between Ludwig and her men, or between Ludwig and the Emperor, for that matter, is not my affair. But if I had to guess, this was the alternative.
Your empire is doing what it does best. Stamping out dissent until surrender is the only option.
Your republics are hardly any different. Their intentions in the Deadfire were certainly not pure.
As you say, we left the republics for a reason.
Enough of this. What happens next?
I've answered your questions. Now I would like you, all of you, to answer mine. Ludwig has sent a message to the Emperor informing him of her attack. He will send advisors and reinforcements swiftly in response. What will his representatives find when they arrive? A new colony? A budding grave room? Before you face Ludwig, you should know what you're fighting for. All of you must decide, together. But whatever you decide, understand, the days of the frontier are done. Adir will come. Indeed, we are already here.
I have another idea. How about a united Living Lands?
Oh, Envoy, no. Do not suggest that lightly. Think of the Emperor. There would be reprisals. Ones which this conclave could not survive, fractured as you are. Not unless you came together and formed a nation of your own. It would be difficult. No, impossible. I'm certain you would fail. Think of your people, all of you. Think of the lives at stake.
What do you think?
We deserve our autonomy, even if we must fight for it. Anything less would be surrender.
Fleeing someone else's laws and authority is one thing, setting up your own is another. We're an island of misfits and dissidents. We'll still have to surrender some of our autonomy, and we won't agree on what that means overnight. We'll be vulnerable. Without allies, other powers will see us as ripe for the picking. Know that this is a hard road to walk.
We were fine before Adir came. We'll be fine when they're gone.
I think we ran things perfectly fine before your kin got here.
Zapadal, your opinion?
Risk into bounty. Does the winter frost dissuade the seeds? Many fruits on our boughs. We graft many leaves into strength.
As I thought, that gives me no idea. Tell me about the other possibilities.
Of course.
What would becoming a colony entail?
The Living Lands would become an extension of the Adiran Empire in leadership and law. Soldiers bearing the flag of Adir would be garrisoned in every town. They would be paid in Adiran shelling and speak only the Adiran language. Their roads would be smooth Adiran roads. Their medicine would be hygienic Adiran medicine. And their weapons would be efficient Adiran weapons. Our customs would become their customs. Our strengths would become their strengths. Our emperor would become their emperor. Turned toward a common purpose. No one, not Rawatai, not the Valian republics, not even a rogue god, would dare attack the Living Lands. This island would be safe for the first time in its history, and safe it would remain.
What about this?
He would suppress our culture before it's had a chance to grow.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Everything my people cultivated would be reduced to a footnote. If you have any love for this land, do not allow him to overwrite our history.
Rawatai built its empire from colonies like this. Many have become centers of culture and prosperity, backed by the protection of a strong navy. Of course, it can take decades to get there. And this road isn't an easy one. But Adir won't be the only empire eyeing this place. A formal agreement now could protect us from something worse later.
It shall be peaceful in that all dissenters will be silenced. So there's that.
The Living Lands is a lot of things, but it will never be Adir, no matter how hard Adir wants it to be. Adir should turn back now and save everyone a bunch of blessed trouble.
Of course.
What about other things? Why are you and I involved in this decision, Hilgard?
Great question.
You have seen more of this land, and met more of its people than any of us. Your opinion is informed. You were empowered by the Emperor himself to investigate an impossible problem, and against the odds, you solved it. You are the close personal friend of a rogue god. And in our dealings together, I found you to be a person of substance and conviction. But mostly, it's because you're a Deerin, so I trust you. And these fine people here are going to do whatever they like if they don't agree with you anyway.
I'm not familiar with a Grefram. How does that work?
The Living Lands would retain its own laws under a grave appointed by the Emperor. The grave would be expected to promote and develop the Living Lands to our mutual benefit. They would divide the island into administrative districts and see them governed by mayors appointed from the local communities. The island would provide tribute in the form of resources and taxes, and in times of war, soldiers. The Empire, I should note, is nearly always at war.
That's true.
In return, the Living Lands would enter Adia's sphere of influence, and should outside nations attempt to invade, we would come to the Grave Room's aid.
Who would be our Gref?
Naturally, that would be the Emperor's decision. But I suspect he would choose you. Only the strong survive the frontier. I used to believe that was Ludwig. But you were born to rule here.
Oh no.
Quite literally.
Oh no. This is a lot to take in.
Give the matter some thought. You owe that much to yourself, at least.
What do you guys think about this?
Tribute, he says. Taxes. Soldiers. The Empire has tried it all before. Look to the Eastern Reach if you don't believe me. They want to bleed us dry, to fill their coffers and fight their wars, to break us like wild animals. But I will not bend.
It's still a gamble, but I think it's the safest bet. We'd get the benefits of Imperial trade and protection without losing all of what makes this place special. There's no way of knowing what it would mean in another generation or two. But right now, it gives us the security and stability to recover.
We were fine before Adir showed up, and we'll be fine when they're gone. Trust the lands and her people, Envoy.
If we give Adir power over us, we can't be surprised if they decide to flex it later.
I assume the assembled leaders have thoughts.
We give up our fighters and the wealth of our lands, and get promises in return. But we have wealth enough to give some away, if it means my wardens may return to their vigil in peace.
A grave room wouldn't be my first choice, but we're going to need a hand with all the dream thralls left in Shatterscarp. So if the Emperor's willing to pitch in, then I guess so am I.
With the Dream Scourge ended, my people can soon return to Fior. If a renewed animancy could easily feed the island, I suppose we could send Adir what's left. But when lean times come, who will we feed first? Ourselves or the Empire?
What about you, Sapado?
Subtle, pernicious, touch the rot, yet the disease remains. Safety among spiders.
Yes.
A web gleaming with dew. They weave, they wait.
I've heard enough.
Well, let's not twiddle our thumbs while Paradise burns.
I think we should attempt a Grefram.
A fine compromise.
So long as my wardens are left in peace, we will endure a grave room.
Thirdborn will support a grave room, unless the Empire inspires us to change our minds.
A grave room, then, if we must. And God's willing, Fior will feed the world.
I do not trust your Empire to show restraint in its control of the Living Lands. Gods help us.
We can worry about the future when it comes. This at least gives us the backing to survive and rebuild.
Right. Might as well go ahead and start designing those rebel flags sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Good. We'll have perhaps a whole week of peace before the yoke starts chafing.
I will do my level best to convince the Emperor to accept a grave room. That leaves the matter of Ludwig and the Steel Garrote. She will never surrender, Envoy. You must kill her, or we will lose Paradise, and eventually the island.
Then I will meet Ludwig on the battlefield. Let no man stand who tries to stop me.
Whatever happens to the living lands, at least I can kill Ludwig. I'll take that over nothing.
She better say her goodbyes while she can.
I'm proud to fight at your side, Envoy. One last time.
Last time.
We got a walking corpse to bury.
The Paradise Militia will be at your back. Give her no quarter. The future waits for you.
Thank you. Oh, for trusting me.
Thank you for deserving it. Now, go and teach the Stilgarrote a lesson they will never forget.
Show them that the living lands will not be broken across Vodka's knee.
We will send reinforcements to help you reclaim the Eastern Gate. From there, work your way to the main plaza.
Understood.
May all the gods of Eora and the living lands protect you.
Let's take back the city. Whatever happens tomorrow, the Stilgarrote can only make it worse.
So we're going after the Steel Garrote now, right? Let's do it.
Let's go free a city, shall we?
First, let's talk. And hopefully upgrade something. Okay, do I have any more pieces? No. Upgrades. I can upgrade Bastion of Soulless. That's always nice. There's no. I can create a bunch of those. A whole lot of hide. Okay. Does that change anything? Not really. Anyway, I don't have enough toadstools. This is a. Yeah, this is already enchanted. This is already enchanted. Okay.
Can't wait to give the Stilgarrote a piece of my mind.
Right, Jetta.
Can't sleep? Neither can I. We're going into battle for the soul of the living lands, rallying under the banners of the Paradise Militia. Your Emperor will not be pleased.
I have influence in court. My report on the living lands will change minds.
Political influence is dangerous. If you aren't careful, it can turn against you. When a godlike fights in battle, people take note of which side. The Adirans will doubt your loyalty. The locals will doubt your commitment. You may even doubt yourself. This is the first time you were told to pick a side. And I fear it won't be the last.
Oh, this is difficult for me. My soul is from the living lands, but my heart belongs to Edir.
This conflict has really pulled you apart. Worse, it's put your soul at risk. From what I understand, your ambassador is very persuasive, very powerful, and very accustomed to getting his way. For a politician like him, losing a battle is not a defeat. It's an opportunity. When he promises you the world, don't listen. He'll fill your head with lies if you let him.
Oh. Noted. Thanks for the warning.
I'm glad we understand each other. It's good to see you fighting for the misfits and rabble-rousers. Time for you to get some rest. We have a big day ahead of us.
We're going to cross paths with Ludwig again. Are you concerned?
In truth, I'm not as worried as I used to be. I've been thinking about the Inquisitor. Formulating a theory, you might say. A Death Guard clings to their existence by force of will. Stubbornness, unfinished business, that sort of thing. Ludwig is held together by faith, and that may be her undoing.
Because Sabato challenged her faith.
Precisely. Faith is the foundation of her reality. Faith in the righteousness of the gods. But according to her faith, Sapadal should not exist. A new god independent of hers? Blasphemy. By that logic, you shouldn't exist either. And yet here you are.
So I can just destroy her. But how do I use that to my advantage?
By staying alive, of course. You are the godlike of a heretical god. A contradiction to her reality. Can you imagine how much she needs you to die? Her entire worldview depends on it. Who knows? Maybe that uncertainty is enough to make her mortal again. Or maybe not. I'm just theorizing as I go. Whatever happens, I want to see it for myself. For the research.
Of course. How do you feel about the future of the living lands?
When I agreed to travel with you, I didn't think I'd find myself at the center of a political upheaval. And now the living lands is dependent on the Empire's generosity. Generosity which can be given and taken away. We're free to make our own laws until our Adiran masters revoke them. We're free to thrive until our taxes finance your next war, with our people padding the front lines. We're free until we're not. At the end of the day, I don't trust the Empire to show restraint with the living lands. They've done nothing to earn it.
Thanks for your honesty.
What's done is done. No point in faking a smile.
Are you worried about the outcome of the siege?
Is it really that obvious? No matter who wins or loses, the living lands won't be the same. In my heart, I know that's a good thing. Life is impossible without change. And change can be frightening. I just want to put this behind us. I want it to be over.
Okay, thank you. Get some rest. Will you get some rest? Of course not.
We should take a moment to acknowledge what happened back there. Sapadal's imprisonment shaped this island. Now that everything's changed, I'm curious what will happen. We cannot know if the living lands will normalize or destabilize as a result of our actions.
Either way, things could not continue as they have.
For better or worse, change is inevitable. Let's hope it all works out in the end, because the other gods aren't coming to answer our prayers. I hope you don't mind me bringing it up. The subject matter is a bit much for our little camp.
One of these days, I want to hear more about your adventures.
Just be careful what you wish for. I want you to know this has been an unforgettable experience. Wherever we go from here, I'm grateful to have been a part of it. Until next time.
Until next time.
Until next time.
You still not want to tell me anything?
Get some sleep. Big day coming up.
Yep. Okay.
Well, I'm just fine. More or less. I've been in a lot of dangerous situations, but it's always been a fight to survive. It's just a fight. Putting my life on the line for someone else's cause. It's the opposite of survival. It's foolishness.
You're right. It doesn't make sense, but sometimes it's necessary.
You know, I've never seen a bear go to war. They fight for survival, not for causes. We're about to go out there and risk our lives for, what? A concept of how things ought to be? We might die, all to determine who sleeps in the nicest house in Paradise until the island decides it's time for a change. It's fine, really. But it's some blessed day Sokka when you think about it.
Oh, I'm glad you're with me.
Right. Careful you don't get stuck in all that sap. I'll be all right, Envoy. You go get some blessed day rest.
Of course. You too. Even Sapatel does not want to talk with us. No last words of encouragement. Well, not that it matters. Still, Garrod will not see see the next day.
Take a moment, people.
Make the Inquisitor. We're under attack.
Oh, I missed. Honestly, I think that slowing down the time is making it even worse. Kai, you're with us. So everyone... You!
Envoy, you finally arrived.
Yes.
Let the worst come. I am ready.
Let's go.
Someone's eager to meet us.
You're going to
Behind safe!
Oh, trust me, I'm not going anywhere. But you're going to hell. Oh. I missed. Oh, there's one more here. I thought I taught you well better than that.
Behind safe!
Oh, come on. How did I not hit you? They just keep coming. Of course I missed.
Don't worry about the eastern gate. I'll protect your back.
Great.
Guts, remind me not to make you mad.
You don't make it through here.
Envoy, what are you doing here?
Juliana?
You asked for it.
Oh, give me a moment. Where is he? That was really nice. If I do say so myself. Okay. Oh, there he is. That should be all of them.
I thought you left town weeks ago.
The steel garrote has gone too far. I'm here to put a stop to it.
About time. You're the only one Ludwig will listen to.
Where did the garrote get siege equipped like that?
Not from us, that's for sure. You ask me, they've been planning this since before they left the mainland. Listen, one of the garrote's units is scouting up ahead, maybe 5 strong. I wouldn't want to fight them if I were you. Take this key. It'll unlock the gate to the canals. You can thank the captain who forgot it.
Thank you. Never change, Juliana.
Why should I? It's always worked before. I wish someone had stood up to the steel garrote a long time ago. But, well, you're here now. That's what matters. Good luck.
Thank you. Where is that canal? Seriously though, where is that canal?
We should go now, while the fighting's died down.
Can you not hear the screaming outside?
She's right. We can't go now. Then when? Should we wait till the garrote?
Shogun, stop right there.
They are over there. Now I can see them, I can hear them. In the meantime, I'm looking for some damn canal entrance. Okay.
We've got company.
Okay, let's do it the old-fashioned way. Luckily, I recharge my rifle quicker than they can cast spells. No, this is just some mushrooms. By the way, I have wrong things equipped. I should be using those.
Here we go.
Big mistake.
Oh no. Oh, it really? If I'll get rid of all my grenades, that will be a really good fight.
We've taken the main plaza. I'll stay with you. Just don't do anything foolish.
Of course. Well, I think I'm about to do something really foolish. Something extremely foolish. Ludwig,
So, you survived the garden, but you're not as you were. Oh, envoy, what did you do?
We have become more. Tell her.
We have become one.
You did what now?
Your envoy has made themselves an abomination. A threat to the very foundations of Eora. Say your goodbyes while you can. Your envoy is nearly gone.
If you're still... you... thanks for everything, Nimdude.
Thank you.
There will never be another you again, envoy. And I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm alright. You don't have to worry about me anymore.
Quiet. This is what we wanted.
This is what we wanted.
This is what I wanted. I will never be alone again.
You can't even speak to comfort your friends, can you? You poor fool. You had a life of your own, and you threw it away.
Beloved, from the moment of your birth, your life was always mine. Now, tell her, leave my land in peace, and I will spare your life.
No. Leave my land in peace, and I will spare your life.
You know I can't do that, fiend. You are a parasite. One that will destroy Adir, and perhaps all the world if I don't stop you. Farewell, Sapadal.
Famous last words.
You won't be missed, Ludwig.
You can't hope to win, parasite.
Oh, but I will.
I am every seed in the soil. I will always grow.
Let's take her down! Again!
Come on, let's kill her already. One last time.
Wodika, queen among queens, send me your aid.
Your river of power runs dry.
Worth and
She doubts you. How does it feel to be alone?
Right, skeletal Torva. Beg for help from Mom.
Looks like even Wodika is done with Ludwig.
Masal Sudek! Isehe! Ihaise!
No. You will stay in place.
Again, Wodika! Help me! One last time! Grow up, 10!
What is standing here? Hmm.
Abandon me now! I am the soul of this land. You have no power over me anymore.
Mordecai's given up on her. Now's the time.
What is it done with her? Get her now!
Don't get up. Stay down.
Wherever Ludwine is now, she must be seething.
Of course, we'd be happy to kill her again, if needed.
She's done for, but we're not. Whatever's next, we'll face it. Together.
Gods, you're all gonna make me sick. But carry on.
Dead now. The roots will have her, and we will have you. Nothing will separate us forever.
Silence falls over Paradise, as though the city is holding its breath. Then you hear it, the ringing of a distant bell, the waving of banners, and cheers of victory. After a short and bloody conflict, the dust has finally begun to settle. The Paradise militia rallies to you, the outsider who defended them in their hour of need. Whatever happens next, you have won their confidence. You take a moment to reflect on the calm. Not so long ago, you arrived at these shores on a simple errand, which turned out to be anything but simple. The Dream Scourge is over, and the island has been cleansed of plague. A time of healing and mourning follows. People look to you for answers about the source of the affliction. With your guidance, the Living Lands becomes a vassal of the Adiran Empire. In exchange for their taxes and soldiers, the free settlements are protected from future attacks. The fight for survival is over. You showed the rebels of Paradise mercy, but they can never trust the Empire. Instead, they keep to the wilderness, always 2 steps ahead of Adir, only attacking when provoked. That is as close as they come to peace. The refugees of Emerald Stair resettle in Thirdborn, bringing their skills and research to aid the local community. What starts as an uneasy partnership blossoms into a bond of trust. Through shared adversity, they find common ground. In time, the people of Emerald Stair return to their city of Fior Messiverno. Animancy still has a place in the Living Lands, but the Empire's disapproval gets in the way of progress. Their work is slow, but unstoppable. You know that one day your body will join the revenants at Elia's corpse farm. The very idea fills you with mixed emotions and dark thoughts. After so much chaos, the people of Shatterscarp find a moment to breathe. As a gesture of goodwill to its grave room, Adir sends a regiment to purge the remaining dream thralls still haunting the wilderness. But with the sound of Adiran cannons in the air, many Thirdborners wonder what their lives will look like when there is no longer a common enemy. After the Living Lands is declared a vassal of Adir, Solace Keep reluctantly opens the doors of its fortress, though not before numerous missives are sent to Mihala demanding the grave room be honored. Her reluctance costs the dwarves. The Pargrunen are never favored in trade negotiations, and are the last to be supplied by Adiran caravans.
But the Wardens have rounder bellies than anyone can remember. When Kai leaves the Living Lands, he is no longer running. For the first time in many years, he can face the future. He returns to Rauatai, committed to peace for his people, those he left in Rauatai, as well as those he found in the Living Lands. He joins the Ronganui's council, counterbalancing powerful voices of isolationism and hawkishness. It is a long and difficult battle, and he is happy to fight it. With many of his anxieties and lifelong fears addressed, Marius now feels very differently than he did when he first met the envoy. Still far more comfortable in the wilds than among people, he nonetheless finds that his worries about the unknown were merely self-protection against the traumas of his childhood. Armed with this knowledge, he finds himself more capable of living in civilization, and far less fearful of his home in Galawain's tusks. While he never regains his former place as a Warden of Solace, he spends his time traveling between Solace and Thirdborn, acting as a stubborn ambassador between the two. Giada continues to improve as an animancer. She dedicates her work to the spiritual health of the Living Lands, nurturing instead of exploiting. Others follow her example, seeking her tutelage from lands far and wide. In the years to come, rumors spread of a secret society gathering in the wilderness, where animancers work in harmony with nature. The dream of Fior Mes Iverno lives on in her. In a past life, Yatsley was given a task: protect the history and knowledge of the godless. Now, many lifetimes later, she continues upholding that oath. She moves into the library in the garden, spending her days poring over the clay tablets there. But not even the letters from, and rare visit to, her lover help ease the loneliness that fills her days.
You will fight us for a long time, but you will lose. Our roots burrow through the walls of your muscles and the halls of your heart, tenderling through organs and bones. Every day, they spread further and deeper. Soon, you'll understand how much we love you, how much we need you. You will not remember why you fought, not for long. You will only know the root and the water and the crow and the joy of the wolves as the pack digs their teeth deep into the belly of the fawn. We will be together forever. We will never let you go.
The sounds of celebration pull you out of reverie. Many are waiting to greet you with open arms. You take a moment to catch your breath and savor it, because everything is about to change.
And so the story of Eora ends once again. Sacrifices were made, civilizations were saved, but the god of the Living Lands will not leave her place. Thank you very much for dropping by, for talking, for watching, and hopefully we'll meet again at Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire. Good night.